Peace. I am Cherokee with Tell 'em Tribe Tarot, and I am coming to you with the Why Am I Still Thinking About Them reading. Why am I still thinking about them? This is for someone who is still thinking about an ex or a situation or a person. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be an intimate relationship, but you're still thinking about something or someone that affected you in a major way. So I'm going to give you some insight. Remember, take what resonates with you and don't try to attach what does not. If you want to book a personal reading, www.tellemtribetarot.com is my website. So why are you still thinking about them? Ten of Swords, because they hurt you. They hurt you in a way that you felt at the time was unforgivable. This is the energy of someone who's been, taking the swords one by one, each time feeling as if you've been betrayed by something, and you've been patient through each circumstance. You've been patient through each experience because you felt like, you know what, there's a silver lining. I'm going through this for some purpose. And now you're just thinking, and I feel like you're reflecting, because 10 is completion. This is coming to the end of a cycle. And I feel like you're thinking about them because you've been through so much and they're no longer in your life anymore. And you're looking at your life like, wow, I really got through this time in my life without this person. And it was so hard for me to get through this time. And now you're looking back in retrospect, like, like what if, like what could have been? What else does this person need to know? And the Two of Pentacles, you've been balancing things on your own. You've been balancing things the best way you know how. You've been looking back, I guess, to track your progress. Your spirit guides are saying that your hard times, your that mental anguish that you had, where you kept thinking about that same thing over and over again, about what you did wrong, what they did wrong, comparing and contrasting, trying to just figure things out and give yourself closure. That is coming to an end, and you're learning how to prioritize what's important to you versus what's not. But I feel like they're coming back at the forefront of your mind because you're getting through tough times on your own, and you're just comparing and contrasting, as what humans do when they start to get through difficult times. You reflect, and it shows growth, and there's nothing wrong with that. Also, I feel like there could have been communication that came through that confused things for you a little bit, that brought you back to an energy where you were unstable and not able to balance things with this person or this situation. So if it was a job that you disconnected from and they reached back out to see if you still wanted your position to give you a better amount of money, you're thinking back to what you've been through with them and what they didn't listen to, but now they want you back because you're striving on your own, or you haven't hit them up in months. Or it could be a person that you were in a relationship with. They just hit you up out the blue with some kind of message that threw a monkey wrench in your situation because you haven't thought about them for a while. So they came at you full force, like, how are you? Are you okay? Like, how has life been? And you don't really know how to communicate that, because while life may have been challenging, you've been doing well without them. So why are you here? It could have been anything. And now you're coasting at a better space. And it's just like, I feel like you don't feel as though you owe anyone any explanations, and your spirit guides are just saying not to react to the situation, but more so to just assess what you feel and why you're feeling that way. Because ideally they came back because they saw that you have taken the time to move on, and you're not, and energetically you've cut ties. You may have done a cutting cord ritual or spell of sorts and disconnected from the situation, and they felt that because that energetic disconnection is felt across energetically. It's just felt. When you cut that cord, they can feel that. So that's when you'll see that connection appear. And it's not a sign from the universe saying you need to go back, but more so to track your progress and to know it's a test of where you are versus where you're trying to be. Do you want to go back and experience the same negative things, or do you want to continue to move forward? Remember, the signs from your guides are going to be clear, and you have to be silent to listen, because there's subtle signs, there's subtle conversations. You have to meditate and connect in those regards so that you can hear what your guides are trying to tell you. And usually it's not to go back to the same spaces that caused you pain and anguish. I truly hope that this message resonates. Love and light, tribe.